Hello everyone, I'm Sir Plaster Uzumaki, and welcome back to another 5 Minutes of Freddy's video, and today I got some very unfortunate news. As you might have heard, the 5 Minutes of Freddy's movie has been delayed again, for like the second time this year. The first time was because of the aftermath of Scott's retirement. Now it's because the director of the movie, Chris Columbus. Anyone who's watched the Home Alone movies, like I have, would know that name because he directed Home Alone. I don't know if he directed any of the other ones, but I do know he directed at least the first. So, unfortunately, like I said, Chris Columbus, the director of the FNAF movie, has decided to leave the project. But that doesn't mean that the movie is canceled. Like I said, it's delayed, it's postponed. I don't really know why. We don't really know why Chris Columbus decided to leave the project, or we might know at least something, but it doesn't really look like it. Yeah. So I'm gonna go on to that, but before I do, I would like to make a huge announcement that I have a new channel, the God of Carnage. It's called the God of Carnage, where I post superhero-related stuff, Marvel, DC, and I do a little bit of Spawn from Image Comics. And if I get 100, and once I get 100 subs on that channel, I'll start doing Star Wars-related content. I just wanted to do that real quick before we get into it, so let's get into it right now. So, like I said, the director, Chris Columbus, has decided to leave the project. And it's pretty disappointing considering that this is we got the only news we had gotten this year about the movie was this, and the delay, the first delay for the movie this year at least, because of Scott's retirement. Because for anyone who doesn't completely know, or anyone that's kind of forgotten, the FNAF movie was delayed a little bit. Was because of the Scott controversy and Scott retiring. I'm still really disappointed about that, but I'm not going to talk about it. But if anyone wants me to, for some reason, then I guess I will, but I'm not going to talk about it right at the moment. But the last news we got from that, like official news about the movie, like at least making progress, was last year. Well, not really a year ago, because it's only October, which, by the way, happy spooky month. It was on December 2020, and Scott had made a Twitter post saying that the movie was finally going to start filming in the spring of 2021. And we don't know if the movie was filming, but I do like to think that it was filming. They just didn't want to tell us because, I don't know, maybe Scott just wanted to troll us and, make it seem like it's not happening at all. I mean, you gotta remember about, like, FNAF 6, when he said that FNAF 6 was canceled, and the game still came out of nowhere, and we still got it. So I thought it could have been something like that. Like I said, we don't really know. We didn't get any confirmation that the movie was filming, but I do know that because of Scott's retirement, it definitely played a role. It definitely had to have played some sort of role on why Chris Columbus might have left the project. Maybe, I don't know. Again, I'm not very sure why Chris Columbus left the project for the FNAF movie. Again, he might have had other ideas as well. And when I think about it now, I don't think Chris Columbus would have been a bad idea. Would have been like a bad director, but I do think they should have done more of an experienced horror movie director, like John Carpenter or something. Like, John Carpenter directed Halloween. They should have done more of a classic director. Like, they should have just done a horror movie director from the get-go. But I don't know if Home Alone is the only movie that Chris Columbus made. He might have made some other horror movies too. I don't know, but I do think that now that Chris Columbus is out of the picture and he's gone, just to let you know, Blumhouse is still part of the project. It's still part with Scott, like Jason Blum, the CEO, like the owner of Blumhouse, because his last name is Blum. He's still working with Scott, and Scott is still in the project too. So, luckily, Blumhouse didn't leave the project like Warner Brothers did many years ago, because Warner Brothers got impatient. So, like I said, we gotta be faithful that Scott and Jason are doing everything they can to get this movie the way it should be made. And Chris Columbus leaving the project might have... anything that bad happens in FNAF, anything bad that happens to FNAF, there's always a good outcome. There's always something good that happens in the end. And I think what will happen now that Chris Columbus is out of the project and the movie is delayed, I think now this is like the time they can make it so they can add more stuff to the original idea, like improvise a little bit, add some more things, and they can find a more experienced horror movie creator, like I said, John Carpenter, or maybe even James Cameron. I mean, James Cameron could be involved, although I would like to see him, although he's better as like a Terminator, like an action movie maker, movie director, but like I said, do more of an experienced horror movie producer than someone who's made a kid's film. Like I said, it's not that I thought that Chris Columbus was a bad idea. It was like a bad director. As a matter of fact, I still think he's at least pretty good. But I think now that he's out of the project, he's out of the picture. I say that a lot. I've said that a lot. Now that he's out of the picture, there's going to be a lot more room, so they can be like, okay, are these actually the people we want to cast, or are there other options we can choose? Is this how we're going to make the animatronics look? Is this how we're going to do this? Is this how we're going to make that? I think now there's a lot more room and a lot more potential now because Chris is gone. But even if it takes another 5 to 6 years or even another 10 years, I want to say I will always be looking forward to the FNAF movie. I will always wait for the movie to come out because at least it's not Security Breach being delayed again. Okay? The Security Breach is more important than the movie in my opinion because Security Breach is the sequel to Help Wanted and it's where the series left off. So I think we should also be happy that it was the movie that got delayed and not Security Breach. My friend Legendary Flaro is also aware of this as I told him through text. I don't know if he wants to make a video about this too. I'm going to leave that 100% to him. I know he has other projects, other plans as well. He's going to be watching Venom Let There Be Carnage tomorrow, and eventually he'll be doing his review. I'll be avoiding the review. I'll be avoiding the reviews for the movie because I'm really excited to watch it, and I really hope that the movie's going to be good. Again, it's 100% your choice to make a video on this or not, and I understand if you don't want to or anything, because I understand you have more things to do. I have things to do as well. I only have 3 videos on the God of Carnage, and I still need to make my Season 6 of The Flash review. Alright, so I think that's that's only what I have today, alright? See ya.